loud for me, but...
I'll sit back. Here we go. Hi. Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me?
All right.
On headphones?
Huh? No. Not this time.
Oh, good.
All right. Hello.
Hi. Welcome to Buddies in the Buff, the second episode.
Second episode.
We've made it. We've made it.
Second episode. Very excited about this. It's been a journey. If anything,
A journey since last week. It's been a journey.
Since last week.
From the first episode.
Learning a lot about the world of podcasts, kind of like the world of senior citizens doing Zoom during COVID. Like, hey, I don't know what button to push, and it's 30 minutes of technical talk.
In this? Who's the senior? It's you, isn't it?
It was. No, not me.
Yes.
No, it was not me.
It is
during that.
It is you now, though.
Yeah, well, I'll always be that.
I'm going to eat, okay?
Okay, you eat.
By the way,
and I guess I'll talk.
Welcome to our lunch. We are, you know what I want you to do? Flip the screen so we can see ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
And we're not starting.
I want to make sure that we're always, looking okay. Taking your salad with you. Do you think I'm going to eat your salad, Chris?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Turtle food.
I think I have enough food here. Okay, so welcome to our podcast, and we are having lunch. You can have lunch with us. Today I am having, I don't know if you could see it on the camera. It's chicken with potato, green beans, peppers, and onion. Oh, and mushroom.
And I'm not having that. I'm having a salad that's not that salad.
He's boring.
You're having mushrooms. Wow, this is going to be a good episode.
Not just mushrooms. I'll mix it in. Ooh.
And we're having a little ASR, so get your lotion and get ready to listen to some ASR.
My food is quieter today. Yours is I don't have lettuce.
Do you want me to turn you up?
No. It's okay.
Are you not eating loud enough? Oh, because you don't have crunch.
I don't have the crunch. Oh.
We don't have beverages.
I have water.
Water.
I got this ginormous water bottle.
So, I learned this week from this one that she likes a certain song that
what?
Nobody really knows, but was a hit because we have to have hits in the world. And the year 1981.
Oh.
I'm Casey Kasem, and the year was 1981.
Favorite song? Are you talking about my favorite song?
The year was 1981.
Of all time.
What? And I'd like to give you a hint. A girl from Madison, Wisconsin, who was in a horrible accident with no legs, would like to dedicate this song to her friend Roscoe, who was driving the car the night she lost her legs. The song is by Alan Parsons, and it's called Time.
Oh, yeah. Now you gotta play it.
Oh, I will.
Sing it now?
Just a melody. I'll play 7 notes of it.
Okay.
I'll add 7 notes.
It's if you haven't heard it, listen to it. It's a beautiful song.
You have heard it,
like it
if you know music. If you haven't heard it,
of course, yeah.
then
no, that's what I'm saying.
catch up.
Well, not everybody's heard it. I know that. It's not like you hear it on the radio, or it's not really
on the radio. Whoa.
I mean, other than it's my favorite song, but other than like some classical music artists, like I love Rachmaninoff. I love Debussy. What?
I'm just looking at you for the first time as you experience your mushrooms that you're going to get so high on because I put a special one in there. She doesn't know that yet.
He didn't touch my food. And I won't let him.
You'll not touch food. No MSG. Was that a potato?
This isn't. Yeah.
What are you, just eating potatoes in the middle of the day? Just for fun?
When do you eat potatoes?
Well,
late at night, Chris?
True, I can check
or early in the morning, breakfast potatoes.
I'll check your Facebook feed and I'll let you know when I saw you eat potatoes.
Okay.
I know one thing. I'm having 1 carrot slice.
That's all you got in that
Exciting.
Don't buy
Good for your eyes.
salad. What?
Good for your eyes.
Oh, don't buy a salad from Kroger.
No, it's not Kroger.
Yes,
Ralph.
it is.
Ralph.
Well, it had the
They
Kroger
own,
brand.
I know, they
on
own
it.
each other.
Kroger brand salads. It was really sad.
Mama Kroger and Ralph are sleeping together.
Mama Kroger and Ralph. Wow. It could be
Little
Papa
K&R going on.
Kroger and Ralph. Get with the times, Chris.
If what? If Kroger who?
It could be Papa Kroger and Ralph. I said
She
get
just
with
saw
the
a
times.
Smurf movie, I guess.
No. I've never seen the Smurf movies.
On the radio.
I also brought.
Is that good? Are you hearing that?
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. I didn't.
Oh,
like
good. Now I know it's on.
So now I also brought some.
Chocolate balls. Sweaty chocolate balls.
They are chocolate balls, actually.
Check it.
Truffle balls.
They're called from Alec Baldwin's wife's store that she made. 'Cause they need
What?
money after the shooting.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Oh, he's found not guilty, so
Why is there a missing ball?
it's been eaten, Chris.
Does it come
What do you
in
think?
threes? Come
It's been
in
eaten.
threes?
Well, so these are chocolate truffles, but they're dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free,
There's the sound of an apple.
free of everything, but goodness. What?
By the way, she's wearing headphones today,
I
so she
am.
can hear all the slurpy, slippy, sloppy.
Oh, okay.
She kind of likes it, apparently.
Well, I'm not as loud today when I'm eating, so it's manageable. It's weird to hear your voice. I have to get used to this. I don't like hearing your
Singers have to. They do it.
I know. You had me do that when I was singing before, and I didn't like that either.
You just wanted to go freestyle, huh?
Free balling it.
Found out that Peter Gabriel, when he records, he holds a mic in the studio and just sings in the studio till it gets the right sound. He doesn't stand in isolation booth or anything.
Oh, really?
Pretty
He's
cool.
always done that?
Yeah, that's what I read.
So now you want to do that?
No.
No? You don't do that. When was the last time you were like, you recorded and sang?
You did what?
That you recorded something that you were singing. And when was the last time you did that? Chris is a singer. If
I did that in the
Yeah,
middle
you
of
need
the.
to tell everybody.
I did a lot of that in the middle of
I don't
C
know.
word, and that probably was a
You-
bad time to do it.
the C word. Oh, we're gonna go there again.
No.
The C word. No, Chris had a band, right? You were in a band in the 80s. He was an 80s rocker. Like,
It was really a big band, like Lawrence Welk. And I
Really?
danced with a girl named Peggy, who happened to sing Andy Williams songs. She did, I didn't. I did Perry Como, and she sang Andy Williams.
do you have video of you performing back
Dancing with Peggy? No. Those were destroyed.
then? By you?
But there's plenty of videos of me performing, yes. They were on
I
this
don't think I've
old-timey
ever
thing.
seen
You
that.
have to Google it, kids. It's called a VHS tape.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I've never seen the.
Because you're
80s
off the
Chris.
grid. They're all
I'm off
online.
the grid. I'm off the grid?
Yeah.
I'm on the grid right now. I'm on a grid.
No, you're on the mushrooms. You just don't know it
I
yet.
think I'm on a grid because I'm.
You don't think you're on a type wire in about 5 minutes?
Oh my gosh. That should be interesting. Wait. This thing is just not.
What are you
It's not
promoting?
Visible for
She's promoting a giant
Oh.
pink bottle.
sponsored by Hydro Flask. Yeah, I wish. Where's our sponsorships, Chris? Sorry.
Finally, the mushrooms kicking in.
What's our sponsors for today? Do you know? Who's our sponsors? Mushrooms.
Her sponsor?
Good for the whole family, mushrooms.
It's sponsored by Tommy's Tonsillitis Corn Syrup.
Corn syrup?
Yeah, it soothes the throat when you've been yelling too much at your wife in the trailer. Tommy's Tonsillitis Syrup. Corn syrup. A swig of that, and you're singing like Steve Perry.
And This is what happens when when you're starting out in a podcast and you don't have any viewers. You get sponsors like that.
You're just working it out.
We're working our way up. Oh, man.
You know what I'm thinking? For visual, I want to get my sister to send me my dad's urn. I got my dog's urn up there. Urn?
Urn?
I don't have a grandmother. I'm looking at this urn thing that looks like it's full of ashes. But it's not.
Is it? A little too close to where I'm eating.
Oh, yeah.
Hey. Oh!
Peg Bundy dropped something.
Freaking, it's because of the mushrooms. Do you want to open up the...
By the way, let's check out these pants. If we're going to do a visual, even though we're not naked, she's halfway there. She's letting us know that...
My knees are naked.
Can you imagine how you wash those?
I do. I can't imagine.
Hand wash them?
No, Chris.
How are they washed?
In a washing machine.
Really?
Keep up
by
with the
themselves?
times.
They don't
Hand
twist?
washing, that's
they don't fucking twist? Freaking twist?
What kind of washing machine are you using? Are you doing it appropriately? Your pants shouldn't be twisted.
I'm just saying they would rip more if there were the other things. Are they by themselves?
Maybe they do. Maybe I'm waiting for them to rip. That's when you're going to see me naked.
Are they a
Come in
loner?
one day, and it's just my pants are going to fall off from washing them too much.
Finally, if I can just get that. What is it called? Bleach in your washing machine more.
Oh, gosh. I don't use bleach. Do you?
Well, it looks like the race to the end.
Oh,
I'm going to win.
you are, because you've got a tiny little salad from Kroger. Pathetic little salad. They literally gave me like 3 lettuce leaves.
This will get me in the mood to get naked. This is great. This is
Salad
good.
is more of a naked food than what I have. I mean, this does not inspire you to get naked, does it? Potatoes?
Well, I'm having a problem today in the naked world, and I have no idea.
Oh my gosh.
Thought it was the full moon, but that's over.
Wait, you have a problem in the naked world?
Sorry, challenge.
Okay, we're not going to judge. People have problems, Chris.
Oh, God.
There are pills for that. Please don't take them, though. Not while I'm here.
I promise to get naked, but the problem is, even before you were here, I'm getting random chubs, and I have no idea why at my age. And she didn't hit the bell, so I can keep talking.
Oh my God.
And I don't understand.
Oh, safe word. No, wait. Pause.
Safe word was Pensacola.
No, it's boring.
Huh?
Boring.
Boring. Oh, that's a safe word?
No, that is boring. No. Charlie Chaplin.
Oh!
Chaplin. No, why? Barbara Streisand. Safe
Barbara
word?
Streisand.
Barbara Streisand's a safe word. Okay, so what were you saying? Well, no,
Oh, that'll bring it down.
that'll bring it down, Barbara Streisand? Okay. So aren't you just start yelling that?
Yeah. Barbara Streisand! BS! BS!
Wow. Do you want to... Oh, I am just...
You know what would have been nice if I ate out of a bowl instead of
a plastic thing? Yes, look, I'm a civilized human being. I ate off a plate today.
civilized.
Unlike this Neanderthal next to me.
Using $3,000 cameras and $400 mics and $400 recorders, and I'm eating out plastic. Great, Chris.
Do you want to look at our topics?
All right, so
What are topics there?
what happened?
Topics. Do you want to open topics? Oh, you're going to have a strawberry or a ball. Feel free. Or you can eat them together. We have added topics. Are you? Wait. Okay. Why don't you pick one of the new topics? Yeah, this keeps...
Number 1, our topic we'll start with is simple. Is comedy dead? But I asked her as she takes a bite, so...
Comedy. Is comedy dead?
Jennifer Amy, is comedy dead?
The simple answer would be it is dying. The world has changed so much that what was funny, even I would say even 5 years ago, has changed drastically, right? Like there's a lot of shows that I've watched, you watched, that would never make it nowadays.
Yeah.
And they're trying to constantly cancel a lot of shows, older shows. But now they're trying to say, "Oh no, we can't have that. We have to cancel them. They're not allowed to be seen anymore." And I'm just like, well, I mean, they're already out there. I can understand if you want to start fresh and change your idea of what comedy is now, but to like eliminate the history of Hollywood and start nitpicking, where are we going to stop? Where are we going to draw that line?
Yeah.
Some of the shows that, like a lot of comedy, I like a lot of inappropriate comedy. I don't know about you.
Name shows.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Curb, okay.
I love Curb. The Office. I mean, that is inappropriate now. That's inappropriate. I mean, you name it. If it's inappropriate, I probably like it.
Good.
Just do. I like pushing the envelope. I guess I just don't get offended. I mean, listen, you can get offended by a lot of things. The audio.
Did you ever
needs
like
to be turned up.
Arrested Development?
Oh, I loved Arrested Development. Audio up.
You?
Yeah. Why did it quiet? It sounded like it went quiet.
I saw you go red. So go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was blushing. No, I did like Arrested Development. I should say. So I don't know. I'm just not finding a lot of things funny anymore, like new humor. I mean, sometimes it's just.
Well, don't you have to hunt for it these days? I mean,
well, you do, but I'm saying like a lot of shows now, it's just so, it's bland. I don't know, people are trying too hard to be careful about what they say, and it's getting really boring.
I think it's all there. I think all through the history of time, comedy is not dead. It goes in cycles. I think we get serious.
But it could be on life support.
No, because it'll never go away. It's part of the essence of like grocery stores, hairstyles, steak.
It changes.
Oh, yeah, change. I mean, behind me is somebody who's not funny anymore. But I saw, as a child,
Charlie Chaplin,
the silliness of what he was doing in his physical humor, because that's all it was physical
You
humor.
compared me to Groucho Marx.
Okay, we just had an ADD moment, or I like to call Jennifer Amy's call waiting moment in her head.
You called me Groucho Marx recently in my humor. And I don't even know.
What was the reference? What was the reference?
I don't know. You've done it more than once. Okay, Groucho Marx. Because I was making a joke, and you said, "Okay, Groucho Marx," and you were talking about my humor was like Groucho Marx. I don't even know what that means. Please explain that. I want you to explain it here.
Maybe the cadence.
I don't know what it means. I don't. No, it's on text. There's not a cadence. There's not a cadence. It's on text.
Yeah.
I think I told you. You said, "Oh, one of the things I said." We're like, oh, our second guest is going to possibly be my friend Yang. And I said, who's our first guest, Yin?
Oh, snap, crackle, pop.
It's such an obvious joke, but that was, you said, okay, Groucho Marx. It sounded like...
Yeah, your comeback was very...
Is that Groucho?
Yin and Yang, yeah.
I don't know, I never watched
he would always
Groucho.
answer everything like that. He would answer.
That's me then.
Groucho Marx.
Maybe I was him in a past life.
Big pants? Big pants?
Did he have holes in his
black mustache? Well, she shaved.
I'm working on it. No, I'm not actually. Yeah, I did. I make sure that my mustache.
So that's the question. Is comedy dead? Comedy's not dead. It goes in cycles. I learned that from John Stoll, who is a owner of West Palm Beach Comedy Store or something like that. Comedy Corner it was called. He's now passed on. He was a great man who told me, Chris, it's great. You got hair, you got stage, you got the voice, what about the song? And I just made him a Jewish carny by talking like that. But he wasn't. He was truly about everything goes in cycles. Bruce Hornsby said in music that keep doing what you're doing, they will come to you. You're like a merry-go-round. if you just keep doing it, somebody will follow, and then they will follow you as you keep doing yourself. And comedy is like that. There was a time where the fad was to hire a comedian to be on TV. What did they do? They hired Roseanne. Then they got Jeff Foxworthy. Then they got George Lopez. Then they got Jerry Seinfeld. What happens to Jerry Seinfeld? It spawns off into a comedian who is not really he's a writer who didn't even write, and it was
his stand-up
Larry
isn't
David.
any good. I don't like his stand-up. I loved Seinfeld, the show.
But Larry David is Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, that's genius.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
a
all
genius show.
improvised.
It is.
Here's
It's
the subject
genius.
matter. Go.
But it works.
Watch. Here we go.
What is the subject matter? Oh, geez. Are we recreating?
You're out of
Curb?
ice. You're out of ice, and you're at a party, and you're
I am out
the
of-
bartender. You're out of ice.
Where's my ice?
I have no idea who you are. Why are you asking me
What?
this question?
Isn't it apparent who I am? I'm the
No,
bartender.
you're not. I don't see you making drinks or anything.
Because I
You're
don't
just-
have ice. How can I make drinks without ice?
We're in a bathroom line right now, so I have no idea why you're asking this strange question.
Fuck. You can't do that to me. When am I supposed to get ice from the
Improv
toilet?
101.
I'm supposed to get ice from the toilet? Is that what you're saying?
I am. And I don't know what kind of ice you're talking about, but I was talking about drugs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I think I'm at the wrong
I
party.
went there. You're at the wrong house. Oh, you're in the
Who
back.
am I?
You're literally
When are these mushrooms going
You're
to
at
kick
a
in?
halfway house, and I have no idea why you're looking for ice here at a halfway house in the bathroom line. We have dinner in 5 minutes. You should probably be there and get back to work.
But I've already taken my mushrooms. I think I had dinner.
That will be
Sorry.
very, very exciting.
And now I choke and die.
So is comedy dead? I don't think it's dead. It's just in cycles. She's mad that it's not
Oh,
convenient. It's not
No.
to get
It
to.
dictates
She
what
wants to get to the
shows
comedy.
are being made now and what shows have... Excuse me.
Okay, ASR. Enjoy that.
ASR.
Don't forget
The
don't forget your lotion, boys.
The M is missing.
Don't forget the
What is
lotion.
the
Here we
M?
go.
What is the M that's... You said ASR, so what is the M? It's missing an M.
What is the sound effect thing you called it?
Mushrooms.
No.
The
What
M.
is the M?
Mushrooms are. ASMR.
Is that what
It's ASMR, and you said ASR.
I keep calling it ASR? So it's
Mushrooms are.
no. Let's get back to last week when you were saying, listen to me
ASMR.
crunch ice.
ASMR.
What was that called?
ASMR.
Oh, it's 4 letters. I thought it was ASR.
This is ASMR. Listen.
No, I can't.
Oh, that's right. Too bad for you.
Oh, him in the headphones.
Well, I can't hear it.
Oh,
Wait, I want to hear it first.
basically mouth masturbating with herself, listening to her. And there's chocolate.
Okay, now you can hear it.
Oh, this is what?
Here. I like my headphones.
It sounds so. It sounds like people walking in the woods in the fall. Sounds
that's
like
a nice...
people walking in the woods in the fall.
I like it.
Walking in the woods in the fall?
Yes. Oh, I love the woods.
Man, that's good.
Yeah, come on. Good. So comedy dad. Yeah.
Oh my God,
So who's your favorite comedian?
that just crunched. Oh, it's got. Uh-oh.
It's like caramel.
No.
But-
I think it's got liquor in it.
No, it doesn't. You wish.
I'm not kidding.
You wish.
That tastes like liqueur.
There's no liquor. I don't try to drug you like you do me.
No, Jader Trost did.
You bought it, Chris. You bought it. So, who's your favorite comedian? Stand up.
Well, the thing is that isn't everything favorite either
Well, who
the
do
sign
you-
of the times or the memory? Because
All time.
it would always be George Carlin because
Right. Okay.
I took
Good choice.
voice recorders to his concerts. I
Good
watched-
choice.
Yeah, George Carlin.
I love George Carlin, but
He was inappropriate,
Also?
but he also
He's
knew the
inappropriate.
rhythm of a voice and he knew how to go
someone
up.
else who was inappropriate?
Who?
someone else who was inappropriate that I used to love when I was younger? Eddie Murphy, Raw. Eddie Murphy, Raw. That is like the best comedy special. I think that is one of the best comedy specials of all time. Eddie Murphy, Raw. I know there was Delirious too. That was good, but I liked Raw. I remember watching that over and over as a kid. And I was like, if you see it and you're like, wait, she watched it as a kid.
Okay, name an overrated comedian that you felt like you saw. See, I got
Dane Cook.
so... Who?
Dane Cook.
Yes. Hyped up by MySpace just because that was his thing.
Never understood.
Sorry, we're naming names.
Sorry.
Oopsies. Here's one that once you got the rhythm of the person, his live was good if you could get to the core of the middle of the show. It was on HBO. But all the things on the outside, on the fringe of getting to stage, and then Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah.
You always knew he was going to do, what's this? I
didn't really get into his stand-up.
Yeah, but when he got to the smart part...
I liked his movies.
Yeah. But he was good stand-up if you got to the parts that were written, that he created, that were interceptive, and he would use his, what is it? What do I say? Not Sir Lawrence. What is it?
Sir Lawrence.
Remember, he and Christopher Reeves were roommates, and they went to Shakespeare's classes or some kind of school.
Oh, I remember that. No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And they went to Shakespearean training.
Christopher Reeve.
They both were roommates.
Sorry, this is going off subject. Christopher Reeve is in my favorite movie of all time. Do you know what movie that is?
Superman.
No.
Clue.
Was he in Clue? No, that's not my favorite movie of all time. Oh my gosh. Clue. No.
What?
Somewhere in Time.
Somewhere in time.
That? You know that movie.
I'll look at it later.
If nothing else, if you don't watch the movie, which you should, listen to the soundtrack. The most beautiful music.
Somewhere in Time. Log.
Ever.
Thank you.
Ever. Now, we talked about my favorite song earlier. Probably my favorite music, though, might be John Barry's Somewhere in Time. The composer, John Barry. His music in Somewhere in Time. It's amazing. It's just, it'll move you. It's the most romantic, beautiful, haunting music.
I've been educated.
You've heard it, right?
I've heard lots of symphony and name names.
You've heard this, right?
Somewhere in Time? Probably.
The music? Oh, okay.
But I'm more I'm more Marvin Hamlish and Burt Bacharach.
I want the music over this, what we're talking about right now, the Somewhere in Time music.
Oh, okay. Oh, well. Time. Running theme, huh?
Oh, I never thought of that. Isn't that interesting? Time is my theme. The theme of my life. Which doesn't exist, by the way. Time doesn't exist, which is very interesting. What a paradox.
Actually singing Pink Floyd, I didn't mean to. Okay, so we're done with that subject. Comedy is not dead. She says it's dying.
It's dying. Well,
but it all
hard to
comes
be
around.
funny anymore.
Always comes around.
Yeah, but everybody's so too sensitive to every little thing.
True.
Even Seinfeld said it. Jerry Seinfeld. He's like, I can't even go and perform like in a college anymore because
Bill Maher says it. Yeah, they get yelled at.
And he is not even that controversial. Like Jerry Seinfeld is not one of the most controversial comedians. It's not like Dave Chappelle or something. It's.
Oh, there's a good one.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle. I know a lot of people cannot stand Dave Chappelle. He's been canceled. I'm sorry. I like I like Dave Chappelle. I do. I know there's a lot of controversy around him, but there are a lot of controversy around a lot of great people.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're doing something right, there's going to be controversy surrounding you. I'm not saying like he's this most amazing human being doing something right, but even in history, there's always been controversy around the greatest minds in history. Always.
All comedy is the observance and the analytical and the deciphering and the piercing of human behavior.
Piercing.
That's all it is they're just trying to explain what we do so fast and so fluently and so take for granted, and you stop it.
Oh, no.
And you talk about socks, like Jerry Seinfeld.
Socks.
Socks.
John Mulaney.
Yeah. Oh, he's good.
I like John Mulaney.
So comedy
He's
is
a clean
dead.
comic. Although his most recent is very different. You saw his recent special on Netflix. Oh, watch it.
After his rehab?
It's very different, John Mulaney.
You think he wrote it?
Yes, it's a personal story. His journey.
Oh, good. So it's fun. Oh, I think I saw snippets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's his journey. Sorry, I've been eating.
She's nibbling and chomping out like a freaking
He's gonna have to
turtle.
eat after my nibbles.
Buddy's in the turtle buff.
I said nibbles. Nibbles, Chris. Nib-ba-ba. Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's. Jader Hose, sorry. Until they're sponsoring this, we're not going to call them the right name. So Comedy Dead, okay, I think it's dying. We'll see what happens. Chris
Cycle.
doesn't.
It's all of a cycle. Okay, next subject.
Next subject.
Roll the wheel.
I thought we were going to the new ones.
What's another one?
That's a good one.
Presentation. Glad you cleaned that up. What do you admire in the other person?
That's me. What do you admire in me? This is all supposed to be Chris admiring me right now. That's the only reason I wrote
Must
this.
have just seen Little Mermaid or something. I don't know.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, I want you. No.
You don't? Okay. Your choice. I wrote it so you can choose. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, you go first then.
Okay. Oh, ow. I don't admire that. So what do I admire in Chris? I will have to say, there's a lot of things I could say, but
I'm glad
let's
this isn't
narrow it
black and
down.
white.
Because then I also have another list of what I don't admire.
Oh, yeah. Is that the next one? I'll look at
You never know.
What can you not stand? What do you tolerate?
What is your pet peeve? We should do that. Like, what's the
What are your
one
pet
thing that
peeves?
bothers you about the other person? Okay, so what do I admire in Chris?
I'll sit here patiently.
Let me see. Oh, you're on display.
Thank you, Vanna White.
Chris has a unique perspective on life. He's very unique. I actually like listening to him. He's interesting to me, and that says a lot because I hate to say this, I get bored easily with people. No, I mean, like, people just say the same, when you're with friends and they're just saying the same, blah, 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 blah. You hear the same talk. How are you? Blah, blah,
Or
blah,
they're
blah.
repeating
How's
things.
your doo-doo? How's your doo? And it's like the same thing. And it's never like that with Chris. We'll just start talking and 2 hours will pass and I'm just like, wow, that was amazing. We just start, I don't know, things just fly. And it's just, you never know where it's going to go.
Time stands still.
Time. And he has such a unique creativity and a unique eye. I can always count it. Like, he's the kind of person I would trust. Excuse me.
Did not release that part where she just burped.
He just found the thing he likes least in me. No, but he like, I totally trust his vision. Like, if we were doing something creative, I don't have to question him. I would be like, okay, it's in his hands. And then I feel safe. Like, okay, it's going to turn out good. Whatever we do will turn out really well. I trust that. That's a lot. Because I always feel like, oh, well, I have a vision and this is what I want. But I feel like with him and I, it's like a true collaboration. I don't feel like one person's shadowing over the other, which can happen a lot in creative individuals that come together. His sensitivity, I really admire your sensitivity, and you bring a lot. I think that's part of your creativity, your sensitivity, that you bring your passion to anything you do. And even when you're talking, you can feel it, you can hear it. And so I don't know, I really admire that. I appreciate you for all of those things. Okay.
Thank you.
My hands are cold.
Thank you for that memorial
the
speech. I'm
strawberries.
sorry that he died.
What? Chris died? What?
It felt like a memorial. Like,
Oh.
I wasn't here, but I was
Sorry.
here.
No.
And it's
that's actually good.
overwhelmingly.
It's like those shows where they always look. Have you noticed the theme? Like, a lot of shows I've watched.
Time is the theme,
No,
apparently.
but people like recreate their funerals on these TV shows. And it's like,
They do?
Yeah, like I'm alive, but I want to hear like what would you say at my funeral? And they recreate like a funeral when there's I don't know. I've seen it on a few different TV shows.
In New York, a lady was having her own funeral. Like what? And she wasn't
oh no, because they want to hear it. It's very narcissistic of someone to say, I want a funeral, but I want to know what the amazing things you're saying about me. So let's do it before I
want to know
die.
what I don't want to know. Yeah, but not. I want to die, but I want to hear it.
Just come back as your freaking ghost and watch the fucking funeral.
Hover. Put a cold brush of air through the room. We'll know it's you.
It's your turn, Chris.
I knew it. I knew it.
Silence. Crickets.
Okay. So I will have to channel these answers because I did not expect this.
Well, he can't find anything.
No.
No, there's too much. It's like his brain is trying to process it all.
Okay, this is going to be... This will be... I will channel like writing a hit song.
I'm afraid.
How I think.
I'm so afraid.
Say what I say. What do I admire in the other person? Meaning,
this person.
This one will be Jennifer Amy.
This person right here.
From the moment I met Jennifer Amy, I knew she was special and gifted, and had something that you could not put your finger on or
literally.
Or around, or to. It was, let's figure this out. Let's find out. And every step of the way in experiencing things with her and doing things with her, she made everything so simple. Like a Mormon mother with 14 kids. She just knew how to make it look simple.
What is her analogies?
She's not supposed to answer. I'm trying to channel right now. She's supposed to be listening. But she made everything she did and does look so easy, as if she'd spent hours and hours rehearsing in front of a mirror or doing or thinking. And she's more richer than most people I know, because of her absorbing ability to take in knowledge, take in stuff. This is something that she's never heard anyone probably say, because it reminds me a lot of me, in that as you age, you decide whether you want life to wear you down, or you take life and you control it. This one controls life, in that she is preserving herself, and she's older than you would think. Oh, no response. She's older than you would think, and she's ready for the world because she just takes in so much. She preserves herself for something down the road that is not there or going to be there, or just the ability to take care of herself and not let life or situations wear her down. She knows how to reflect them like Wonder Woman. And that is something that I'm incredibly, incredibly admiring about this woman and this person. I don't know if she was a man first and then a woman, but that's none of my business. That's a backstory in a whole nother episode.
In past lives, yes, maybe.
If you were to say less is more, I would say that I admire everything about this woman. She's
sweet.
Beyond so many people I know that I guiltily compare her to lots of people.
Wow.
All the time, because
that is the ultimate compliment. Wow. That's very sweet.
I meant it to be
I am humbled.
a jab, but whatever, if you want to make it a compliment. Because comparing people sucks.
No, I know. Nobody wants to do that. I mean, I don't like to compare either, but sometimes you just catch yourself doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's wonderful. I love it.
Eyelash. Oh!
Make a wish. I thought they were going to eat it. Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Oh, see it?
No. There it is.
I like how you had to pull back and focus.
I did that just for you.
So, my admiring is that there's 1,000 things I could say about this person, but I think the main thing is that everything she does, she makes it, in the end, which would be in front of humans, other humans, she presents herself as anything that she's going to do, from singing to dancing to moving. I know. she reminds me of people like Steve Martin. He's not funny in real life, but he's hysterical on stage. She makes life look so easy. The end.
Thank you. I'm Steve Martin. Who are you?
Comparing.
Well, I guess, is that a step up from Groucho Marx?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
comedy. I'm Charlie Chaplin, but I
you're
talk too
Charlie
much.
Chaplin.
But I talk
That's
too
true.
much.
That is
the
true.
world,
It can't be
the
Charlie.
world.
It can't be Charlie. Who do you remind me of? Oh my God, I don't know. Oh, you remind me a little bit. Don't take offense to this. He's funny.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't Whoopi Goldberg.
Who?
Are you serious? You've been compared to Whoopi Goldberg?
No, I've always said
Okay.
that as my stupid joke.
Okay. Yeah.
Very stupid. Who do you look like, Whoopi Goldberg?
You
What?
sometimes remind me of.
Is it a woman or a guy?
It's a guy, comedian.
Comedian.
Like, it's not that you were just like him, but like you're something about your humor and your essence a little bit. You don't know.
Is he in prison? Is he dead?
No, he's alive.
Is he
He's
like
alive.
really alive? Does he have an HBO special, Showtime, or just
I mean,
Netflix?
I don't know what he's doing right now. I don't know. But he's on something that's hilarious, that I find hilarious.
Okay, I'm having a conversation with my grandmother now, so
Okay,
should we just trying to figure that out for
Zach
an hour?
Galifianakis.
No.
You don't like him?
That's who you thought? Really? Those two words are weird enough to trigger a memory, but you couldn't...
Between Two Ferns. That reminds me of something you would
I
love.
love that.
Between I know you do, because that's you. That to me, when I watch that, I think Chris.
Because it's finding the alter answer to make it interesting. Everything you do in life, I've always said that people and life is boring. If you got that figured out, and I'm lazy, I don't learn other languages. I know most of this language. I try not to say and I try not to say, to be honest with you.
Oh, ow!
Oh, you didn't. Oh, that was right by the
Was
microphone.
it like that
Sorry.
last week when you had the headphones on?
No, it
loud.
was that microphone I have on
gosh.
for backup. I am sorry, but not really.
What?
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 She can't hear me anymore.
What?
Hello?
I see this.
Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you.
And scene. SAG-AFTRA
You failed.
available.
You failed.
SAG-AFTRA on.
SAG-AFTRA.
AFTRA available. Soon to be striking. I'm going to have one of your sweaty balls. Finish the ball. Why don't you just put everything on the floor?
I just did. What is that? That's you. There's salad on the floor.
Oh, yeah. I swear to God, that's liquor.
No, it's not. I can show you. You think I'm trying to get you drunk? You're interesting enough not drunk. I don't need to get you drunk. I don't even know what that would look like. I want to do that. Would you get drunk for this?
Only for you, because I don't drink much
I don't
anymore,
drink.
but yeah.
Okay.
I'm
drink, so
drunk
I'm not
now
doing
off that freaking chocolate ball.
Woo! It's just the high. It's a sugar high.
I feel like you drank once.
I have in the past occasionally, but I don't do it anymore.
All right, so that's what I love and admire about you, and that's what you love and
Thank
admire
you.
about me. I
Oh,
love you.
I'm so humbled.
You're so wonderful. You're such a good person.
Thank you. So are you.
You have an aura of light purple.
You're
And,
right, actually.
And Prince is not here.
It's true. My aura is actually.
See, I'm not
Purple.
talking. I'm just channeling.
I guess you are.
I'm going
But
to
you don't
finish
see
your
it, do you?
chocolate skanky ball.
Ew. There's still two left. They do look a little like they're starting to sweat. Oh gosh. Like a little glossy.
Sweaty balls.
A little bit. Yeah. Okay. Next topic. What? Oof.
You can say it out loud.
Heavy. Are you optimistic for the future of humanity? I'll let you take this one first.
Am I optimistic for the Yes. Collectively, we all want to live. Collectively, we all want to move on. But one of my favorite lines came from Dennis Miller, lives in Santa Barbara,
Does he?
just from reference from memory. He said, "Hey, man." Oh, that's also Sammy Davis Jr., by the way.
Hey,
He goes, "Hey, man.
Hey,
So,
man.
you know, with the gas thing and these Escalades and the gas going up, We're humans. We always figure it out. We always figure it out. And I've lived by that for the last 20 years since I've heard it, because we always figure it out. I don't want to get into conspiracies, but we figure it out.
We can do a whole podcast on conspiracy theories.
Well, yeah, well.
But I actually, to me, a conspiracy theory is just something that hasn't been physically proven yet, but that doesn't mean it's not true.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all of them are true, but, yeah. Okay, go on.
So
Sorry.
I know we are optimistic. We will push the boundaries with this global warming, and we will all teeter on the edge of
That's only one
of
part of something, global warming. That's only one, that's one thing going on in this world.
Yeah. But again, go back and remember Grandpa, Grandma, Mom, Dad, and remember their dismal talking, because their dismal talking of 40, 50, 60 years ago is the same thing that we're doing now. And there's always, the world's crazy. The world's falling apart. We're scared of this little man called Hitler.
Actually,
we got
Chris,
Putin now.
Can I interrupt you?
Yeah.
Or I'm not even going to ask next time. So I have to tell you, a lot of older people I know are saying that they've never seen anything like this in their lifetime. What's going on now? And so they're not just saying, "Oh, this just happened."
Why haven't they? Why haven't they seen anything like this? Because they've never had the internet, the Netflix, the stories, the CNN,
yeah, I understand.
Fox.
Media does scare the shit out of you. They want to scare you.
Yeah.
That's control mechanism.
A given, yeah.
It's a control mechanism. But I do have hope. And I have hope in a different way than you do. Like, you're presenting it in a different way than I would present it. But I do have hope.
Spiritual? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, yeah. There's more going on than what it appears.
Yeah.
It's something deeper going on on a spiritual level without getting too much into it.
Luckily, she didn't pull out a dollar bill and start showing me the pyramid and the eyeball on the top of the pyramid. Like, oh, where's Tom Hanks? Let's make a movie about it.
Wow.
Oh, see.
Well, okay, we could talk about all
butterfly.
of that
Butterfly.
in another.
And we could also talk about how we can't get our Zoom to work, Grandma, because all these things that we could do, we shouldn't talk. We should just do it. One of the best shows, so tiring to watch because it's so funny, but who wants to do a deep dive on newspapers? John Oliver.
Oh, John Oliver.
You ever watch? He wins the Emmy every year for his shows. But
I've seen it, but I don't watch it.
It's so deep on one subject that I can see why writers like it, because it's so different and unique.
I always like digging the surface and finding what's underneath it.
Well, that's what he does on subjects.
No. Nobody in mainstream media is doing that.
I just got the hand. Did you see that?
Nobody in mainstream media.
I just got the sassy hand from Ladies of Beverly Hills.
Nobody in mainstream media is digging or doing anything like that. No. It may appear so, and that's what they want you to think.
Yeah.
That it's like, oh, we'll feed them this. We'll give them an alternative to this other thing so they think that, oh, I have a choice. But you always have a choice, but it's not the choices that necessarily that you're given that are the most appealing in the long run. Yeah. But yeah, I like digging. I'm always digging. I'm always trying to find truth. I'm always finding truth within.
Okay, then that is where the connect is between you and I.
Truth?
Digging for the truth. I want to know behind the scenes. I want to know. I'm inquisitive. I want to know why it works, why it ticks, why it moves.
But that's only part of it.
Where it came from.
Pretty soon, the truth, it does not matter. If you get to a place of peace within, guess what? Truth of whatever's going on in this world isn't going to matter anymore. I know that sounds strange, but pretty soon you're like, okay, I know the truth. Okay, so what they're telling me isn't the truth, but it doesn't even matter, because if you transcend to a certain level, that's not going to matter, because it's a game. It's all just a game. We're here playing a game. We're playing a big game. It's like, when you're in a video game and you get caught up into it and you're playing and you're like, oh my gosh, and then afterwards you're like, why did I get so upset about a stupid video game?
Because you were formulated. It was a formula.
You're so in it in the moment. That's where we're at. Just remember that anytime you get all caught up into your emotions, I mean emotions, not feelings.
Yeah.
Do you know the difference between feelings and emotions? Feelings
Yeah,
are
I do know that. I
real.
know that. Yeah.
They're authentic. They're what emotions come from. So your feelings are authentic. Like when you have an intuition.
Well, how about
That's
this?
a feeling.
Right.
That's not an emotion. Your emotions is that's what you get caught up into. That is what rules a lot of your daily life. And you have to rise above and say, okay, where is this emotion coming from? It's coming from a feeling. You got to get to the feeling of it.
Yeah.
Feelings and emotions. Know the
Okay,
difference. Love
but-
is feeling, but false love is an emotion. But real unconditional love is a feeling. Love is a feeling. It is a state of being, but it's also a feeling. But all the drama that comes along with love, those are emotions. Notice when they talk about somebody that's unstable, they call them emotional.
Yeah.
Because what it is they're just going through it's very superficial. It's just like going through all these different emotions and there's nothing real tangible behind it. And emotions are fleeting. That's why love, like true love, like real love is everlasting. Real unconditional love. The emotion of love is fleeting, and that's why so many people get caught up in the emotion of love, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh well, I don't love them anymore. I've fallen out of love, or you know.
It makes it seems tangible. It makes it seem like football. Like, well, they don't have the right football player to win that game. That's why they lost, and they can explain it. I find that love is, and the word, as you say, fleeting, is that it's unmanageable. It's unmanageable because it's a butterfly that you're trying to catch, but you'll never catch it because if it's there, it's there.
Yeah, you should never try to control it. If the minute you're trying to control love, it's not real love.
Yeah.
In fact, you need to just relinquish all control in your life of anything, of any kind of feeling. Because once you try to control a feeling, you're watering it down to at an emotional level that's not healthy.
Yeah.
So release control, and then you will find real love. You will experience real love when you release that control. But feelings, that's where you want to come from. Whenever we have a feeling, if you notice, anything that's a feeling, like an intuition, a gut, those are feelings and they mean something. You have to pay attention to that. That is where...
Well, that's what they always say, listen to your gut. And then
Yes,
always
that's
listening
a
to your
feeling.
gut
There's
is
not an
only
emotion
observed
behind that.
in the hindsight. It's only observed in hindsight, and then it's usually in a guilt
Exactly.
manner.
But you got to learn to
should have
trust.
listened to your gut.
Trust your feelings. Trust not your emotions. Don't trust your emotions.
Well, there's also
Trust your
there's
feelings.
also a fear of...
Fear is an emotion.
No. What I was going to say, there's a fear of taking that chance of listening to your gut and you're wrong, or you're listening to your gut and you're right. And that second level of belief system inside of you will tell you that's the truth. It's that first level of belief of going, am I listening to my gut? Am I listening to my feeling? Am I emotional? Am I confused? Am I in love? Am I just horny? Am I keeping up with the Joneses? Are these things that are just so bizarre? And in the end, one of the cool things that we've done in my lifetime is we came up with these phrases called, well, I see that there's a red flag. Oh, there's a red flag there. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Recently, I meet a European girl who's looking for opportunity. Leave it at that. Well, I see green flags. I see a green flag here. If I see a green flag, opportunity. What can I get from him? That's what's so funny to me is that
flags.
The way that they put a positive spin on, well, by default, we all should be dating, we all should be friends, we all should be working together. All those questions that we go, well, how did that interview go? How did that date go? How did that family thing? Red flag, red flag, red flag. We're trained to think that way.
You're trained, in other words, to look for.
But
negative.
I'm looking for the next generation to say, well, I see a green flag. I see a green flag. I feel like it's going to change because between you and my friend Gentana, literally these people are ahead of the game on so many aspects, like cage-free, organic, pasture-free, gluten-free, sugar-free, stevia.
It's what they're doing to our food now.
But that's
it's
my
poison.
point. They know that. They come up with that. then the masses and the masses and the FDA and the USDA go, well, let's just dumb it down a little bit. Well, we don't have to, I didn't see that. It's organic. Whatever, just please, I'm begging you, call it organic so I can sell it as organic, because people want organic now. I don't care how bad it is. Just make it organic and I'll pay you off. And they do. These people, Chintan and her, they see that. They made things that they knew in the past seem so weird. What are you talking about, cage-free? What are you... Oh, that sounds fun and fuzzy and warm and Hallmark cardy. And okay, the chicken had a life. Good, before it squirted out an egg. They knew all those phrases. They knew. Now, the life, it's all bubbled to the top. Oil separated from the vinegar. I love oil and vinegar, and the little cheese, and then you put
ADHD.
Bread in it. I love that. And literally, they have the work. The work is now for them to come up with the new phrases and the new lines and the new things that we don't. It's a more of a deep dive. They have to deep dive more to find those new phrases.
You have to. You're not going to. Whatever I say doesn't mean anything other than maybe inspiring you to learn.
How do you learn? You learn by listening to people. And
no, you don't. Wait, you get inspired by people.
I was going to just say that. I wanted to say that. You can't teach anybody.
No, well, you know.
You influence by just being you.
But you have to find your truth within. You know, if you're only looking in the outside, you'll only go so far.
Right.
You know?
You can't emulate
and
copy somebody else.
You can't. You have to find it within yourself. And it may not look like what you think, but you have to trust it. It may not. You may see something that you just can't even imagine, or you know, you come to this realization, and it may not fit into the narrative of whatever you're seeing or hearing, but you have to trust it. That's that feeling. That feeling. You got to learn to. That's something I have learned. It took time to trust whatever it is I'm feeling, whatever it is I'm experiencing, to trust it. You know, because there's so many times people don't trust themselves. They're like, oh, what do I know? Or, you know, they'll have something, a feeling, and then they...
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm going to put that aside. I always say, I used to do this. I'm going to give this person the benefit of the doubt. How many times have you done that? I meet them, there's something off about them, but I'm a good person. I want to be a good person and give them a chance because they haven't done anything to me, but I'm getting this feeling that something's off and it doesn't feel right. But I'm going to give them a benefit of the doubt because they seem like a really nice person. And does that ever end nicely?
I don't know.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. In my experience, I've never had it.
A lot of times I give people a benefit of the doubt, and then you find out it just doesn't. You're not in the same synergy. You're not in the same.
Yeah, that could be too.
Oral. Ooh.
Oral? No. Okay.
Aura.
I don't know.
Aura field.
Woo.
Scorpio.
Scorpio time. Put in some Scorpio music right here.
Post. Full moon. Yeah. Random chubs. Great day.
Whoa.
What a great.
Oh, gosh.
Sweaty ball. Did you eat that one and hit it? Made it look like it was still round?
I did.
Wow, you hit it to make it like it was too...
Life is an illusion. This is...
Illusion.
See, this is an analogy for life.
Yeah.
What appears to be one way... Well, you probably don't know if you could see this. Oh, yeah, look, that's what they're saying. And that's what it looks like that to me. So, okay, I'll believe it.
Little helmet.
Actually, this is what it really...
looks like a
it's what it really
Pez
looks
head.
like. That's
or Dora.
a perfect analogy for life and information and just what is out there. Keep your eyes open and
So the question was,
yourself.
Are you optimistic for the future of humanity?
So yes.
Yeah.
I know, but that was important to explain because what I'm saying basically right now is
What are you saying?
I think people are on a journey and people are waking up and they will continue to. And even though there's some groups and some people out there that don't want people to wake up because they're easier to control, right? It will happen. It's just a matter of time.
Also, I put a limit
Stay on course.
I put a lot of limit on civilization in that if I was smart enough at the age of 12, 13 to go see this thing called Wrestling with Dusty Rhodes and Mr. Wrestling #2, and I knew it was fake, but I loved the entertainment aspect of it. I loved the internet and bought $12 tickets and saved allowance to sit in the front row and then ran out. Remember Andre the Giant who played Bigfoot in $6 Million? I got to meet him and grab his hand, and he grabbed my hand. I'm like, oh, how big, out of a window, out of a standing. And then I grabbed his hand, reaching out to limbo after I'd met him, going, oh my God. All for the fact that the impression and the branding, as you said, the branding and the branding. She talked about branding earlier, about how everyone's not a person, it's a brand.
Everything
that
is.
He was branded so much of my thing. I didn't care that he was a wrestler. He wasn't a singer. He wasn't writing songs. He was a fake guy just hitting people and hitting his foot, hitting somebody. And that's a level that a lot of people just stop. They just stop at that and go, man, wrestling is that. Those types of people make up the world. Sometimes they're mechanics, sometimes they're scientists, sometimes they're everything. But they have a limited belief of what is true and what they want to move to evolve to the next thing. Ironic that all aliens seem to happen in Arkansas, and the probing's in Arkansas, and they're all in fish boats, and it's never anywhere else. So what I'm trying to say is, as far as oh wow, good segue. Could be. Didn't mean to. Oh. I'm just trying to say that the smart people will.
First of all, why is everything about aliens always about probing? That's what's funny to me. That's all people think.
Because that's the drama of anything.
Yeah, see, there it is.
Okay, I'll give you. I'll trigger you.
It's a fear, right? Like, well, this fear alien. They put this out there. It's very subtle. This fear of like aliens are bad, or you're going to get probed, and don't trust them, right? If that's what I say I don't mean mine or maybe yours, but society, that's how aliens are viewed. It's always the same, and it's so
I always
funny
laugh
how
that
we're
we always
programmed.
believe the aliens are made up of the same matter that we are.
Right.
That we can see them.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Exactly.
If we have ghosts.
It's like, okay, if we were like millions of years evolved from now, if we evolve if we stay around that long, imagine what life would be like millions of years from now for human beings. We wouldn't recognize it. So why do we think these aliens are just like us? They live like us, and they walk in, and it's just such a simple way of thinking, like, oh, well, they must be like us, because everything, like God, the idea of God is they're just like us. He walks around and points fingers and judges.
Clean that up. We've got guests.
Supposedly, a being that created the entire universe and everything that ever was is sitting here, like, concerned about the way you're having sex.
Yeah.
Like, that's the most important thing on his agenda, right?
The way you're having sex.
Right, or how you're having sex.
Missionary mounts.
Or who you're having sex with.
Yeah, and that.
It's just funny how people tend to just dumb everything down to.
Well, that's what I mean. It's so much safer because if I can just have a simple belief in wrestling, a simple belief in politics, and a simple belief, and I can work on my car, and I can work on, then
they don't want the responsibility.
I'm good for expanding my brain.
Yeah,
I'm good.
well, no, that's
Checklist.
true. No, it's about responsibility. If you have to think for yourself, that's a burden for people. It's this responsibility. They're like, I have enough, and believe me, in society, they've given us enough to worry about and enough to preoccupy us. We have this. We have to worry about this. I don't have time to think about the meaning of life or the universe or what's going on.
But I do feel like that is your crusade. I feel like you want that. I feel like you want that. You want people to change, and you're kind of... The only thing I ever see you get mad about is you're aggravated that society and people don't dig in deeper that you do.
Well, it's not mad. It's a passion.
Going mad.
It's not bad. It's not mad. That's the wrong word. It's sometimes
aggravated,
I'm frustrated.
agitated.
Sometimes I'm frustrated.
Yeah, frustrated.
But it's not anyone learning anything. Like, no. It's not that, people are this or that. It's just, I want people to wake up to the potentials and possibility of who they are. All I'm doing is, I'm no different than you or anyone. I mean, we're different, but yet we're all one being, consciousness, really. We're all connected. I just want you, it's like waking you up from a nap. It's like, Chris, wake up from your nap.
Said Tony Robbins with a wig.
Join in on life. Join in. And that's basically what I'm here. I'm like, hey, join in. Come on. Give us your best, and I know people are like, but I don't, and I've heard this, oh, but I don't have time for that. I have this, and I have my bills, and I have this and this to worry about. It's like, none of that matters if you're just asleep and you're just in this fear constantly. And that's what it is. They're in like a fear. It's this constant state of fear. Everything's scary, and there's always something to, you notice that there's always something to worry about. The media always makes sure that there is something that we are fearing or scared of. If not one thing, multiple things. That's a guarantee. We will always find that.
I agree.
Rise above the fear.
Rise above, said Tony Robbins with a blonde wig. Okay, next subject.
It's not a wig.
What is your viewpoint on aliens and life on other planets? Other planets. Segue to other planets.
Well, and we just kind of touched on that, right? Like what we think, what society thinks is aliens.
Yeah.
And like I've said this before, our idea of ghost, there's to me, there's like not really a separation between spirit, ghost, aliens. I think it's all kind of, whatever we perceive as ghosts could be considered aliens, I think there's so many dimensions that we don't even see that other life exists on. That could be called aliens.
The frustration of not digging deep. And it takes so much work to walk into a room and go, other people could be in here. I know it's just you and I, and we're waiting for the party to start, but other people could be in here right now. Do you feel that? Do you hear that? Do you sense it? Are we in a parallel universe? Is this really the party I'm supposed to? You can drive yourself crazy because we got two eyes. We got Steve Jobs and the kids trying to sell us on goggles now to have a whole nother look of things. Maybe our first ghost sighting or other realm sighting will be through these, I call them Google glasses, because remember Google glasses? They came out $300, $400, and then you had to send them back. Send them back because we have to do more experiments on it. That was 10 years ago, and they never came back out. Yet Apple's coming out with this, and talking about aliens, things can be in a room, lights can trigger stuff. The challenges that I'm going through recently, you and I were talking on the phone earlier this morning. Wow. Orbs were around me. Was I going to call you and tell you? No, because it's not new to me. Orbs were around me, and I saw them.
I know, I see them a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
And tell somebody who loves,
And people think, and this, we got to get rid of this stigma of like, you're crazy. Everybody wants to call everybody crazy if they talk about anything that doesn't fit within their little box. You're like, that's crazy. And it's like an easy way to shut someone down is call them crazy, right?
I got upset when my niece came to visit one time. Uncle Chris. What? You're weird. You're just weird. And that set me off so much that I said, that's all you got?
I know, you told me this. I'm like, what's wrong with being weird? Take it as a compliment. You're different is what she meant.
Yeah.
She doesn't understand you, but that's okay. Someone doesn't have to get you completely. It's okay.
I recently worked with someone who I had fun with it because their idea of belittling and calling people names was to say that they were a moron, retarded, or idiot. And so how do you get someone to stop doing that? And my way, it was like when I told you once the story about working with Puff Daddy. Sorry, name dropping that one. But he would always say, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We were capping it, we were driving, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you? I know what you're saying. Don't tell me that. I'll let you know if I don't know what you're saying, Puff Daddy.
Oh, my gosh.
I know what you're saying. I hear you. So I kept saying that, and because he was doing that with the low of the J he was dating, and it got around. Hey, he knows what you're saying. He knows what you're saying. You mock it to a point where you brought it to fruition to think that that's normal. So say the same thing. Say the same thing about.
You know what I'm saying?
No, to say the same thing is to, what were we just talking about before that? Being weird. Weird. To say weird and to say moron, retarded, idiot.
Well,
I said, what did you do today? Were they called an MRI? Or did you just use two of them? Moron, retarded, or did you use idiot and
I mean,
moron?
weird to me is not on the same level as moron.
But I'm
though.
saying, but to say anything
yeah.
that like that, and I know we live in those
it's a
times.
It's a complete judgment.
Use a little more creativity. Why don't you do a Rush Limbaugh and learn a word a day and find something like,
So what's weird? And that's what you should ask. What makes me weird to you? That's what you need to do. So why am I weird?
It wasn't
to you?
fair. She was a niece, and those are the fastest words that you learn. Like at 13.
I understand, but then you need a question. No, it's good for her.
Yeah.
You're asking her questions so she can, she needs to know what she's thinking and why she's thinking it. You're.
All my comeback was like, oh, really? That's all you got? That's the most creative of all the words in the English language.
Chris?
That's what you came up with. Weird.
Chris?
Are you going to do an ASRM?
You're weird.
Oh, see, thank God I don't have the headphones on, or I'd probably have mommy issues and get a chub or something.
Oh, gosh.
Well, thanks.
Okay, I won't do that again.
Weird.
Sorry.
Weird.
I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it so it's not a chub. Weird.
Thank you. Sponsored by Hee Haw DVD set. Anytime you want to see Hee Haw, we've got it on the
Anytime
DVD.
you don't want a chub.
12 seasons of DVD Hee Haw. Don't miss Minnie Pearl.
There are so many people right now that don't know what you're talking about. They don't know what hee-haw is.
We're going to pause so you can Google right now. Pause and Google right now.
And watch a clip. You're going to be like...
Watch a what?
What? A clip from hee-haw.
I didn't hear the P.
You're going to be... Oh my God. You're going to be amazed what people used to find entertaining.
Dude, it was one-liners coming from a cornfield.
But
it was
that.
Pop up out, and it was funny.
It was so ridiculous. No, but years from now, I know you may think that if you watch Hee Haw, you're going to be like, what the hell? What was that? What was I watching? But years from now, like 30, 40 years from now, you're gonna watch the stuff that you see now, and you're gonna think the same thing. You're gonna be like, "What? I don't get it."
Years from now, that involves time. Another running theme of
flowing like a
All right. So, what is your viewpoint on aliens and life on other planets? I believe something is there. It doesn't have to be on a planet. It doesn't have to be anywhere.
Thank you.
It can be anywhere.
I get it that you get that.
But we all want tangible. We, in our selfish lifestyle and our selfish life, see little blots, little stars, little. Okay, Grandma dropped another strawberry. She'll probably make
Here's a spaceship.
pie out of that. She'll make.
Here's a little spaceship. And they're always on spaceships, right? Like aliens can only be on spaceships, and they're spaceships that we see, and they have to look like a saucer, or there's like specific shapes they have to be, and that's a UFO, like, right? It's like, okay, sure, maybe it is, but that's how aliens exist.
A little salsa.
Sure. What are you doing?
It's a little camera. These cameras are thousands.
What are you doing, Mike? Okay. What was I going to say? Now I don't know what I was going to say. You totally just distracted me.
Good.
Oh, no, that wasn't it.
That's kind of a boring subject. But okay.
I mean, a whole show can be done on that. Seriously. This is a completely different... We're just jumping from topic to topic. What are you doing?
It's a little camera I don't use. It's like a little GoPro.
Topic to topic. So anyway, I just have one closing statement on the alien thing. Mm-hmm. So, I believe that there are aliens amongst us, I should say. Yeah,
amongst.
There are.
Did I shave my antennas?
I completely believe this, and it's kind of, and people are programmed to trust their senses. But I think we debunked that a long time ago with science. Like, you just can't trust your eyes. There are things that we don't see. We've proven we can't see with our eyes. Yeah. So what makes you think that there aren't other things other than like microscopic things you can't see? That's the thing. That's very naive.
Boy, listen to this. Naive. So meet blind people. Meet deaf people. You'd be amazed. Out of the 5 senses that we have, is it 5? 1. Is it 5 or 6?
We have more than that, but we know. Yeah,
let's be
proven.
Safe.
Whatever.
Between this goal post and that goal post and football, we have 5 senses. I think 1, 2.
Yes,
3,
there's 5.
5. All right, so
there are more,
take away one of those, and what happens? What happens to that person?
they become more aware in a different way.
Yes. Feel. They can sense somebody in the
They
room.
can sense things.
They can
And
sense things so much
So
more.
can we.
Yeah.
We just ignore it because people now, not everybody.
It's a lot of work to breathe.
I have
Chew gum.
learned to develop certain senses anybody can do this by going within. And it's just like you were saying, like a blind person develops these, but they're forced to obviously develop these senses in a way.
Yeah.
But anybody can do this. I mean, it's
Anybody.
anybody, anybody, even you.
I think, yeah, thanks. I've been compared to nothing, now to something. There's a human race,
you.
and then there's even you.
You. Do you want to be looped in or clumped in with the human race? Or do you wanna
Even
be-
you.
Okay, next topic. We're done with the other.
Oh, is cheating is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Okay.
It's a completely different topic. Like,
Let's
we're
read
talking all
this.
deep, and now it's like
Is cheating a deal breaker in a relationship? What are the deal breakers?
right. What are the deal? Cheating. So I have to say, it is for me in that the most important thing in a relationship is trust, right? So if you can't trust somebody, then you have nothing.
Right.
So cheating,
who have nothing.
if someone's cheating on you, and it depends on how it is. I mean, it depends on the circumstance, but especially if someone is deliberately going behind your back, cheating on you, gaslighting you over it, that is just, that is an ultimate deal breaker, because I'm not about all the drama. I seriously want zero drama. And when I
Doesn't
say
that come with
drama, it's
age?
like,
You
what?
finally said enough. Experience. Done. Just need simplicity. Simple.
I know there's some people that are still dramatic at a certain age.
Yeah. That's
Believe
true.
me, I know some of them. But yeah, I don't think it's necessarily just goes away with age. Like, oh yeah, I don't want drama. I think it's something that you come into in your own, and if you're working on yourself at all, you're just done with it. Like, I know who I am. I don't want to deal with it. I don't have to deal with it. And I'm not just that, I'm in a spiritual place now where it's just like, I'm done with all the shit, the karma, the bullshit karma, like acquiring bad karma and all that. I just don't want it, and I don't want any of that. But yeah, it is a deal breaker.
Have you experienced that? Is that
What have I experienced? What, cheating?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
cheating and deal breaker? Oh, have you experienced all that?
Most people, if you live long enough, you're going to experience being cheated on, unless you're just married to the same person forever. And I think yeah, of course I have. I'm more than one time.
Okay.
Let's
get
I
deep.
had an ex that definitely was not just cheating on me, but he was gaslighting me completely all the time.
Explain gaslighting so I can remember again.
Gaslighting is basically like you saying to me, okay, I feel say I'm cheating. So now
You're cheating on me. And scene.
You're cheating on me. What are you talking about? Oh my god, there you go again. Such a drama queen. Seriously.
That's gaslighting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
yeah.
if the
It's
word
making
defines
somebody
itself, that would be lighting. I'm adding fire to the fire.
So gaslight. There's a movie that this is based on. I mean, it came from that. But gaslighting is basically whatever you're telling me. You tell me something. I'm making you feel like you're crazy. Like you're the one that's crazy. You're the one with the problem, not
Wasn't
me.
that the one with
You're the one with the problem.
Michael Douglas and that lady with a rabbit and driving them crazy?
Fatal Attraction.
Yeah, kind of like that. Like, hi, how are you in front of the wife and stuff like that. You have experienced this, is what you're saying.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's very common, unfortunately. Yeah, where the other person will make you feel like something.
Why do they do that to you?
It's because it's a manipulation tool.
But why do they do that to you?
me?
Why have?
Oh, no, they don't do it to me. I don't experience that. I'm talking about things that have happened in the past. I'm over that. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm like I have a radar for that shit now. Maybe because I've been through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's not. It's not just me. This happens to a lot of people. Or they're being gaslit. And it's not just in romantic relationships. Many different friends can do it. Family members can do it to each other. It's just that feeling of making you feel like something's wrong with you. It's not me, it's you, even though they're doing something, literally doing something.
Here we go.
Like
what are the
cheating.
deal breaker? What are the deal breakers?
What are the deal breakers? Well, that is a deal breaker. Any kind of deal breaker is just anything where you're not being your authentic self and being honest and truthful. For me now, it's just, I don't need a relationship. I don't need it. And when you don't need something, your standards, are raised, when you're not in a desperate situation. So I don't need it. And not that I'm not saying I always ever needed a relationship, but it's always that, if I find a person and then this is what it's going to be like, and then I can be happy.
You're dismantling the Disney theory.
Like you're waiting to be happy. People, that's the problem. People are always waiting to be happy. Their happiness is always on hold. If only. And then once you get something, you're still like putting it on hold because it's like, well, now I needed this to find my happiness. I found this, but now...
Yeah.
So happiness is on hold. It's like, because happiness is unattainable. Think about that.
Well, okay.
It's unattainable. In other words, if you're looking for something or someone to fulfill you, you will never find happiness.
That is exactly what happened to me. I stopped looking 13 years ago, and it just fell on my face, fell on my lap, and all you could do is go on autopilot on what you were supposed to do, and all of that was supposed to happen. And I'm not going to hit that bell, but I'll go there. Everything was in alignment. All the joys and the things, not that the other person was going to make me happy, but that the other person fulfilled some of the voids that I was needing filled. Hold on. If there's yin and there's yang, there's up and there's down, and there's left and right and out, all those black and white. Sometimes I believe we're looking for the other half. We are looking for the black and the white to mesh, to make a whole. I've always said that a relationship is a sphere above us, and we're both giving to that sphere. You're giving to it, I'm giving to it. You're giving to it, I'm giving to it. The minute I'm the only one giving to it and you're trying to pull that fucking sphere down and pull it to you to own it and call it my own, like Stranger Things or something weird, that's when you're in trouble. That's when things become troublesome in a relationship. Deal breakers.
Deal breakers.
Deal breakers to me, and you and I met on these terms a long time ago, and that if people are cheating on each other, that means they're not getting fulfilled what they think they need. And if they're not getting fulfilled what they think they deserve, what they think they need, what they think they want, and they can't communicate that with that person and communicate and find out that it is either going to work or not work, if it doesn't work, then the smart thing, the right thing, the good thing would be to dissolve it and go find the next thing. Well, if you get 8 out of 10 things in that relationship and you don't get the 2 things, 8, number 9 and number 10, then you might go look for number 9 and number 10 to fulfill your 10 things that you want. The problem is you have to explain that to the other person. And the other person needs to understand that 9 and 10 are not being fulfilled in this, but we're still good, right? We're still good, right? So you and I went...
9 and 10, this is the secret.
Yeah.
This is the secret. 9 and 10 is you. You have to fulfill yourself. If you go in empty, you're going to leave empty. Like, you cannot go into something empty and expect to be full or fulfilled. You have to come in with your full self. You can't look in it for another person that is fulfilling your weaknesses.
Right.
So in other words, like whatever it is, you have an insecurity about something, so you expect that person to fulfill that insecurity. I don't like this about myself.
Well,
so
you said it before. You said, I had a situation where this person came in and they had a dog, and the dog was rigid and timid and within 2 years that dog was open and nice and so human interaction with other people, because that person that had the dog wasn't that way. They were timid and shh, I can't, don't talk, don't. But so once they opened up, so much knowledge, so much ability. But to have a dog that was that, which is the most purest thing in the world, and cats are the most purest animals because we've trained us as a human species to make that dog serve us in that way, service dogs, that the most clean palate of a dog, all they want is, as you would say, emotions and feelings, and they can pick up on things and they understand things. That was all they want. You don't want to have, they're not having sex with you, you're not doing sex with the dog, you're not doing that stuff.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I have a lot to say about that. There's always, yes, we're always looking to a person to fulfill something. Like, if a partner, sex, or, whatever, love, a child has to behave. They have to make you proud or a parent. It's like, oh, you got to, you got to protect me. You got to do this. We're always, there's nothing, I should say everyone, but most people are always looking for something.
Can I change the battery? God. Wow, 252.
How long has this been?
Do this. It's 252.
So we started at what time? I know. We're gonna have to wrap it up. So we'll finish with this and wrap it up.
Oh, it's still recording. Okay. Battery low. Oh, we'll wrap things up. Battery is low. I don't want to lose this or lose anything.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.